This article is titled Five Guys Owner Explains Why the Food is So Expensive After Image
serious?
of Out of Control Receipt
No, we're talking
Viral.
about Tyler the Creator. You're gonna cut this out. We're gonna talk about Tyler the Creator, and we're not gonna talk about Five Guys.
Welcome to the first episode of The Scratch, Hazelwood West podcast. We're your hosts, Matthew Gilliard
And Destiny Love.
Let's get started. This article reads, yelling at Tyler the Creator is not going to make him perform this song. So Tyler the Creator, right?
We know him, I think.
No. So he released his new album, Chromacopia, that was late last year. And then quickly went on tour.
Like immediately after. Immediately after. Like as soon as the thing came out, I saw clips of him performing the songs. I'm like, hey.
He's still touring.
He's still touring as of right now, actively as we speak.
And these fans, how dare they? They're like, Tyler, we want you to sing a song.
We want you to
Can you sing one of these songs from this album that you made?
Like
the album that
a decade ago?
Can you sing one of these songs? And he said no, because Tyler doesn't like people.
Because Tyler hates his fans. Sorry, I can't bring her up. Because Tyler hates... Okay, I don't think Tyler hates his fans.
No, not really.
I think he just finds the masses, the large amount of them, extremely annoying and insufferable.
Which is... Like, I'm sure most artists, famous people do, but they just pretend
they don't. But when they're younger and they are like Tyler the Creator, they are very vocal. Chapel Roan, who she does not care. And people seem to hate when artists, famous people in general, they seem to hate whenever they like stand their ground and they're like,
how dare they?
No, how dare they? How dare this famous person who is meant to serve me not do what I want? That's crazy. In this economy, I'm paying you money, which is what one of the article, like one of the quotes was from somebody on Twitter. I'm not calling it X. Twitter said, was like, the only reason why he's here is because of the people in the crowd who spent their good money to come see him. So it's just not fair, or something along the lines of that, which is
but also
true.
Tyler is one of those artists who, like, he made his set list. He already planned out how exactly he's gonna do.
Like he's not gonna.
So he's not gonna like interrupt his show just for the one song that you asked for.
From 10 years ago.
From
10 years ago, Doomsday, wasn't it?
Cherry Bomb.
From Cherry Bomb.
That was 10 years ago.
That was 10 years
ago.
ago.
On an anniversary, I don't care.
Hey, y'all. Maybe for nostalgia reasons, but realistically, he would not. And I'm not going to I'm like, hey guys, I'm a fake Tyler the Creator fan in the sense that I listened to him in elementary school and middle school. I stopped in high school because I don't care. But I know Tyler the Creator enough as an artist, and I know that he really does not, like, he doesn't care. Mm-hmm. He doesn't care. And y'all can get as pissy as you want. You can get as mad as you want. You can be up in arms and angry, but that's really not going to make him change anything. So it's like being a fan of Tyler is like accepting the fact that this dude is a
real
character.
Fan knows.
He's a character, and you can't really sway him to be anything else than him.
A lot of artists, they don't like their old songs.
No.
Like, they will make they make the new album and they might like the album before.
And then all of a sudden, they're just like,
this music's trash. All my music is trash. I'm not playing it again. I'm not singing it again. I don't want to look at it again. It's so bad. And it's like, what? Well, you make it and we all like it. You're not just us and our
I was going to say that. It's always the album and the songs that they like, that their fans like the most, that they hate, they detest them. And I think the reason is because at that time, it's probably the songs that they had to perform the most, or maybe in most cases, it was like a dark time in their life. Mm-hmm. Maybe it just didn't seem like their best work, because artists are their biggest critics. Like, people can be like, wow, your music sucks because of this reasons. Mm-hmm. But girl, you can't tell an artist anything. They know too much about their own craft because they're good at it. And what do you know? What do you know? You know more than that.
But like Ariana Grande, she like speak on some of her the first song she ever made, but also like songs from the first album. Like, yeah, they made me like do this with voice, and I really don't like performing this song because of how I'm supposed to sing it to get it. Well, we all love the song.
We all love the song. So that sing it anyway. Sing the song, girl. Like, what are you doing?
But like, I guess it is her choice.
Yes.
Same with Tyler. So Tyler, if he wants to, I guess he doesn't I don't care.
I think with certain artists, we're going to use Chappell Roan and Tyler as an example again, especially Tyler, because Tyler is the one that we're talking
There's some
about.
troublemakers.
There's some troublemakers in the industry, and they are very vocal and loud about their dislike and hatred for people who are rude and that decide they want to invade the privacy of people who are people but just so happen to be popular. With specific artists like them, people seem to have more respect for them because they're like, wow, they're just so no nonsense. And so whenever they're like, I don't like when my fans do this, I don't like when people do this, people listen. But when it's Ariana Grande, who has never really once vocalized anything or is very meek and mousy in the music industry, the industry trademark,
Right.
people are like,
Oh, that's fine. I mean, yes, we love it.
yes, oh my god, you guys should like support. But at the same time, it's like I think they also are just like, why are you've never talked about this before, why are you all of a sudden being, when you go against the masses, people don't like you. When you go against the industry trademark, people think you're an antichrist, you are a heretic, you are evil. And that's not true. People can do what they want. The whole point of art is expressing yourself and doing what you love and loving your craft. But when artists hate what they make because of the people that they're sharing it with, which is what they are doing willingly. Tyler, the Creator, can stop making music tomorrow.
If he wanted
If he wanted to. And y'all could not do anything.
Y'all couldn't stop him. If he
to
just took
stop
down
him
every
otherwise.
album off Apple Music and just did a big middle finger to whoever, like no one, what you gonna do about
What are you
it?
going to do? Like,
His
you're going
record
to
label?
re-upload
Okay.
everything up?
Maybe the record.
Maybe the record label.
But like theoretically,
Theoretically, he could
quit.
and y'all are going to be upset because you took this man for granted, and now you have nothing from the artist that you love the most because of a small amount of people, but a large amount of people at the same time, and it sucks. But again, y'all don't know anything more than the person making what they want, because they're doing what they love and they are willingly, like, they just want to make art. Like one of Tyler's songs. Y'all don't listen to Tyler's music. Y'all didn't really listen to Chromacopia, and I've listened to Chromacopia
I was
at
gonna
least
say
10
you
times.
were the one talking about some fake fan. I didn't, but
I'm not a fake fan. I call myself a fake fan because that's what people,
because how the
Stan
creator
culture.
fans, yes,
Stan culture. We could have spoken about Stan
But that's gonna be
next
for
episode.
next week's episode. That's right.
The Sims 4 and EA.
No, it's The Sims. They released the new pack,
Whatever.
business and hobbies, and it's $40.
$40, as is every expansion pack.
That's why people steal. That's the reason. It's because they keep doing, and then they have like, how many expansion packs are there? Like,
We have altogether over 90 packs, not expansion packs. Expansion packs as a whole, I think we have 40 something of them. You can look it up. Or maybe 50, maybe less, maybe more. But I think altogether it's close to 100 packs. Expansion
$1,000.
$1,000 altogether. Yes.
Buy them all. It's $1,000 total, and it's like the packs aren't even that good because the
No.
game has been going on since like 2014, right?
So
So they don't really change any of the old packs except for that one time they did. But like,
that
dude,
one time they did after people got mad at them, and then they never did it again. And there are packs that are still broken. I'm looking at you, wedding expansion pack. It's not even an expansion pack. Yes, it is. Whatever.
but yeah, no, these like the game. A lot of this stuff should be in the base game, and the fact that like The Sims 4 wasn't free until what, last year? Maybe
Until
2 years ago?
2021. It became free. You told me. You're the one who told me. Or actually, it was 2 years ago, 2023 maybe?
Yeah, I
No,
think so.
when I got my computer is when you told me. But I think a year before that is when it became free and you were not happy
No, because I paid
because
for
you
it.
paid for it.
2022, October 18th. The
Yep,
Sims 4 becomes
2022.
free to play for everything. And that was just their excuse to not ever update any of the packs.
So they could release more because, people were already complaining that the game itself was $30.
Yes.
And then on top of that $30, you spent
$40.
$40 plus $10 plus $5 on the stuff packs.
Just so
and
you
the
can have like what?
mediocre packs that
Your
are
toddlers?
broken. Your toddlers. So you can have toddlers. Mind you, I just want to say this really quick. I'm speaking to the camera, I'm speaking to you. We did not get toddlers and we did not get infants we didn't get infants until 2023. We didn't get toddlers until, crap, I think maybe
It was a year later.
a year later, 2015.
No.
2015.
Yeah,
The year after the game came out. And mind you, also another thing that the game did not have, many things, pools, seasons.
Exactly.
We
What?
have to pay seasons
That's
and
extra?
holidays
Just to
is
get...
a right, not a privilege. A right.
And like this is the fourth game in the series. They've been making The Sims since like 2000, and they just
And they're no, since the 90s. That's when the first game came out. It came out in the 90s. And then we got The Sims 2. And then we got The Sims 3. And then we got The Sims 4 after The Sims 3 came out in 2009. And The Sims 3 is objectively a better game.
it's not free though.
It's not free, but
It's not funny. And they
It's not funny.
re-released Sims 1 and 2, still not free.
Still
as
not
well,
free.
because they know people like it better than the newest game.
but they're still
came
not
out.
going to make the
Mm-hmm.
new game that's been out for 10 years, over a decade.
Better than the older games. Well, anyways, we're gonna boycott The Sims, which is kind of like some public.
Is this a safe space to
today.
admit my crimes?
I already said I'd be stealing.
Oh yeah, I pirated every single expansion pack, stuff pack, and game pack that they have come out with because they suck. And mind you, we're gonna talk about hobbies and business and hobbies. So my vendetta against EA, The Sims, and this new pack that they have decided to come out with is the fact that one of the very first packs that they came out with was Get Together. And Get Together and City Living. The two most important packs, I feel like, for gameplay. Because this game without any other packs is so boring. I literally would not suggest this to anybody who has never played The Sims before. I would literally have them buy another pack before they got this one because there is no gameplay aspect. We got a new world. We didn't need a new world. Nordhaven, there's nothing to do. We barely have any lots. EA's biggest problem with creating worlds, especially since they came out with For Rent, with Tomarang, is they have so many buildings that are just debug.
You can't go in them.
You can't go in them. You can't. And back in The Sims 3, we're going to go back to The Sims 3. We're going to go back to The Sims 3 a lot. Back in The Sims 3, they had open worlds. And one of my gripes was that you couldn't like move to a world without making an entirely new household, I'm pretty sure, which sucks. But like, I would rather have that and have open world than literally have the most limited amount of buildings and crappy. By the way, the people at EA, they do not know how to build. They only recently, as of maybe like last year or 2 years ago, maybe 2023 or 2024, whenever that 2000s theme clothing pack came out, did they start making collabs with CC creators. CC is custom content.
Exactly, to put some, better outfits.
Because
and more
for some
things.
reason they won't put in the work themselves without having other people do it.
Because they're lazy.
Because they're lazy and they're money hungry. And I feel bad for Will Wright because he's the creator of The Sims. Fun fact. But then he gave it over to EA because they were the only company that wanted his girly game.
Oh, true.
Did you know that?
That makes sense to me.
I watched an entire. Hey, I like The Sims a lot. I watched an entire 30-minute long video that got recommended to me on YouTube. That was
Thought of it.
guys. That was literally just. Well, first of all, it was a interview with Will Wright, but it was also from like the 90s. But it was also like how the public thought of his game. Not even the public in general, but like other gaming companies. He tried to offer it to so many, and EA was like, hey, we'll take it because this is the 90s and they don't like girls. They hated girls.
Gaming is for boys.
Gaming is for
only.
boys and boys only. And what boy would want to play a life simulation game?
Especially because The Sims came from SimCity,
water.
which was like a little nerd little game.
A
for
nerd
boys.
little game where you could build a city.
Being the mayor, that's for boys.
That's for boys.
Owning your
That's
town,
a
that's for
girl, be a
boys.
mayor.
Girls can't do that.
Girls cannot be
And
in
then when they
politics.
try to make this little like life creation game, they go dress up.
Dress up.
Families?
Families? Parents? Jobs? Oh goodness, no, we cannot do that
No
anymore.
one's buying this game. Moving on because we only have 10 more minutes before I have to kick her out since it's 8:35.
Oh my god. This is Destiny Love,
And this is Matthew Gilliard
and thank you for watching The Scratch. We'll see you next week.
signing off.
Signing off.
God.
Get me out, get me out.